Liverpool are Premier League champions again, but this time is under Arne Slot. Without no question of a doubt, it has happened again under the reign of a new manager, Arne Slot. They are now champions, and in this video we're going to be breaking down what I think they did and what exactly how I think they achieved this feat, being the first year of Arne Slot, and for them to be able to go all the way and beat the likes of Manchester City, Arsenal, and every other club to become Premier League champions. Let's jump into it. How is it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Football Bambi. It's your boy Solomon again, back with another video. And in this video, we are going to be celebrating with the Liverpool fans. So if you're a Liverpool fan in the house, I would like to know your opinion concerning this video. I want to know what you think. I honestly want to know what you think about this video. So like I said in this video, we're going to be playing facts, stats, and a light comparison between Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, and how Liverpool were able to, win the Premier League. And what do you think generally? How do you think this is possible? Please don't forget to smash up the like on the video, subscribe, and I want to know what your comment is in the comment section. Please, I would like to know what your comment is in the comment section. So let's jump into it. Let's start with the facts, with some of these facts, with some of the visible facts that we noticed. Now, the first thing we noticed, I that personally noticed, was the pressing that broke the teams apart. The relentless pressing. That is, tactical flexibility was very high for Liverpool. That's the first thing I noticed. The tactical flexibility was I think it's very high for Liverpool, because during the time of Jurgen Klopp, I think they were more known to be the people who are going, Liverpool were going international, they are more known for more of attack and score me and score you. Like, they are not cautioned when it comes to their attacking. All they care about is go out there, score the goals, they beat teams, and they also concede. That has been the order of the day when it comes to Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp. But since Arne Slot, came into play, what he has done is that he has his defensive, the way Liverpool has become a little bit defensive, they become stronger. And now we see this in pass per defense action, like the passes that took place in that, how they were able to the passes that took place in their defensive action. We noticed that Liverpool topped that chart, with 8.2%. I think the next person that had a closer amount to them, the kind of passes that Liverpool spring together in their defense before they get to attack is not much at all. Before the maximum pass, according to the average pass that Liverpool gets, in their defense, is 8.2 compared to the likes of Man City, which is 10.5, and Arsenal, which is 9.8 generally. So it means Liverpool movement from defense to attack is always very, very fluid. They move, they take the ball, less passes, they've gotten to the other. That means Liverpool, Liverpool lets their opponents spin fewer passes together before bouncing and walking. They intercept your floor, and they've scored 12 goals, coming directly from opponent's error. Because why? They don't allow you allow their opponents pass that point before they get the ball, and then they go there. And that is different in time of Jurgen Klopp. In time of Jurgen Klopp, it's more of like what they can do. They don't concentrate, they just get the ball and they're. But this time, they are much more stronger when it comes to forcing their opponents into error. They keep on pressing relentlessly. They keep on. You see, Diaz pushing, pressing, Szoboszlai running, and that's one thing that I think from the get-go, Liverpool was all over it and were ready for it. So for me, I think this was one of the factors that helped Liverpool, because from the get-go, they were pressing, they were on it, and they were like that consistently till the end of the season. And that is one of the reasons, one of the ways, one of the things I've looked at that made me, I feel like with this, Liverpool was able to actually run away with the lead. Moving to the second one is the clinical finishing and depth in attack. Now, without no further ado, they didn't have a 30-goal striker like Erling Haaland. Yes, but Arne Slot has built his team to be like a gold machine. We have Mo Salah, who have actually done, they were able to get Mo Salah, but the goals came from Mo Salah, goal came from Trent, McAllister. I know many goals coming up from McAllister. So McAllister, in that way, everyone contributed to whatever Liverpool have achieved this season. A lot of goals coming from McAllister. I remember there was a time Gakpo was the one getting all the goals. Those crucial goals. Remember the first leg against Manchester United, and so on and so forth. A lot of record. And it has been noted that goals scored by Liverpool. Liverpool scored 88 goals compared to Arsenal currently, who has 86 goals, and Man City having 84 goals. Now, I don't know, that's at the time of recording. I don't know what it's going to be to the end of the season, but to me, I'm just looking at those that I've noticed that as Liverpool, they scored more goals compared to their rivals. And that is one thing. Now, for you to take note, the numbers of players that has 5 goals in Liverpool is 6. We have people with 5 goals with Liverpool, but 6 different of their players have 5 goals. Arsenal has 5 of their players on 5 goals. Man City, 4 of their players on 5 goals. So the goals were well evenly distributed, and a lot of things took place, and they were able to achieve more goals. Now, it is not just Salah finishing anymore. Jota, Nunez, Gakpo, even midfielders, like I said, McAllister kept on coming on and getting enough goals. Now, this is one thing. Clinical finishing and depth in attack I think have helped Liverpool to getting this league. I continue with another thing I notice is there is another solidified defensive stability. Now, look at the way it has been in this season so far. Liverpool has conceded 29 goals. Arsenal has conceded 28, while Manchester has conceded 34. Now, let me tell you what I feel the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool. The difference between Arsenal and Liverpool were able to hold up and seal up in those important games. They didn't, they just make sure that they didn't concede when it matters. For example, when they needed to win the goal with probably maybe a 2-1 or a 3-2 or a 1-0, they held on, they didn't concede. When it mattered, they kept that, they didn't concede that goal. When they needed to save their life, with the less of goals they conceded, Liverpool actually did that. And I think that's what's making the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool. Okay, take for example, the game Arsenal played against Crystal Palace. Arsenal needed to win that game at all costs. Now, getting that game, they were 2-1 ahead. Towards the end of the second half, they conceded the goal. But in terms of Liverpool, look at it. Liverpool needed to win against who were they playing with? Against Leicester. All they did was when they got the goal, the most important they sealed up, they didn't bother themselves, and they didn't concede a goal in that game. So Arsenal had a lot of draw, games that they had to draw, but Liverpool didn't have any pause to draw their games because they were able to keep enough clean sheets. Liverpool has 18 clean sheets. Arsenal has 18 clean sheets, while Man City has 14 clean sheets. Compared to the three of them, we are tied with Arsenal. But the difference between they and Arsenal is the fact that when it matters most, they do not concede. Unlike Arsenal that concedes, maybe because they decided that they've given up the league, but Arsenal concedes those crucial moments when they are supposed to hold on, they concede that goal. Now, moving on to the next thing I think I noticed in the Liverpool of this season is effective squad rotation. Now, Slot didn't just rely on 11 men. What he did was that he kept the whole squad involved, and it paid off big time. He used Nunez, he used Gakpo, he used Jota, he used Salah at the time he came. Now, players with 1,500 minutes in both three clubs, players that played at least 1,500 minutes minimum in every of the team. In Liverpool, you have 13 players who had played 1,500 minutes. You have in Arsenal 11, and you have Manchester City 10, meaning that there are 3 extra players who have been able to add to whatever Liverpool has, to reduce, taking away the minutes from some other players in order for things to be balanced. So he effectively managed his squad. And now the average age of the team, if you consider it, Yes, Arsenal has a lower average age with 24.9, but Liverpool has 25.7, while Man City has 27.4. Yes, but yet Arne Slot was able to manage his team using both the youth and the experience plus smart rotation, which helped him avoid burnout. You know, something City and Arsenal both struggled with this season. And finally, in this video, we look at the last aspect and the crucial and the most important one that I think helped Liverpool through this season, and that is being their mentality and game management in big games. Now, Liverpool are mentality monsters. Now, when the going gets tough, Liverpool got going. When everybody was relaxing, was showing sign of weakness, sign of not, getting tired or something, Liverpool went on relentlessly. They continued and they kept on pushing, and they got what they deserved. They got what they wanted. Now, let me tell you something. If you don't know, points gained from losing position this season alone, Liverpool gained 21 points from losing position. 21. Arsenal got 9. Arsenal got 9. Man City got 13. Meaning Arsenal didn't really fall behind that much. Man City didn't actually fall behind compared to Liverpool. Liverpool has been behind 21 times and still they were able to turn it over and win the games. Now, not just that, if you look at the ratio of goals scored by Liverpool in the 75th minute, as in Liverpool and other teams, between that 75th minute to the end of the game, is so much. Liverpool scored 19 goals in between that 75th minute to the end of the game. Got extra goals for 75 minutes to the end of the game. Liverpool got more goals. Liverpool got 19, Arsenal got 11, and Manchester City got 12. And looking at points against, I will compare the whole team now generally. Both Arsenal and Man City and Liverpool. Now, the points getting among the three of them. Now, between the three of them, there will be 3 plus 3. Then plus 3 plus 3. That is 3 in 4 places. That is 12 points. 12 points in the game between the three of them. 12 points. Now, amongst those 12 points, currently Liverpool has gotten 7 points out of 12. Arsenal has gotten 4 out of 12, while Liverpool have gotten Liverpool has gotten 7 out of 12. Arsenal have gotten 4 out of 12, while Man City has gotten 3 out of 12. Now, excluding the game between Arsenal and Liverpool, at this point, that game will not matter anymore, because at this point the damage has been done and Arsenal, we know, are already out. Liverpool, that's why we are doing this video. Liverpool has already won the league. Now, the question is this: even if Arsenal come back to get that 7 points, again, and probably maybe beat Liverpool, it won't matter, because as at the time it mattered, Liverpool has gotten enough points from them than when Arsenal is trying to get that point now. So for me, Liverpool are they turn setbacks into comebacks, and that is how you win title. For me, that is how I feel you can win title. Now, so how do you have it? And it's not Liverpool were tactically sharp, they were strong, they were statistically elite. As in, let me know. Do you think so? Will you just believe what I said, or do you have a comment? Let me know your comment in the comment section, because I know some people, they will say, oh, it is don't try to rubbish the league won by Liverpool. They have actually done enough to be called champion. I see a lot of comments saying, oh, is this, is that. It's not anything. They were on it from the get-go. Big up everybody for watching the video. I want to know what your comments in the comment section. Do you think Liverpool are well deserving champion? Do you think they should be up there amongst the champions? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you everybody for watching the video. Don't forget to smash up the like, subscribe, and keep it locked on Football Fan View. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.